Hi everybody, this is Roxy and I have my finished mini. I used the I think it's called Indian Summer by Basic Grey. And I was going to find a Robert Frost poem to go with this mini in Paperline, but then I got thinking of, being Indian Summer. And Indian Summer is actually mine and Scrubby's song when we were kind of dating and, during college years. And it's by Poco. And I got thinking, why don't I just keep this mini for us? So I just pulled together pictures of us while we were going to school, not together. He went down to southern Minnesota and Winona. And it's a gorgeous drive. It's along Highway 61. And it's along all the bluffs that are in southern Minnesota. And in the fall, it is just breathtakingly beautiful. So the Paperline goes perfectly with that thought in mind. So I just used a couple of the chipboard pieces that came with the kit. Here's a little one here. And then I just stamped out, punched out a bunch of flowers. There's one here with my little flower punches. And added some bling that was in the kit and buttons, and then printed out my headline or name, I guess, for the thing. And these are kind of like dingbats. I bought a program called I think it's called Arts and Crafts, and this is kind of arts and crafts as in mission style. And that's where that came from. I think I already explained that, but explained it again. So I will just go through. That's me and Scrubby before he went to school out at the fair. They have a photo booth at the state fair that we can, that you can take pictures in. So that's one of them. I can't find the rest. There's 3 more. And for the life of me, I can't find them. I know they're somewhere. And then I just made some tags that I'll journal on. I've got a stamp on the back, a journal lines, and then I'll journal on that. And then this is my favorite picture of Scrubby in his first year of college. Is he a cutie? Look at that shirt. Is that dated or what? He's a cutie though. It still is. So that's that one. And this is where he lived in his 3rd and 4th year of college. His dorm, or his room, I guess, was right there. This was the most gorgeous house, and we could go out and sit on this roof. Where, I suppose we weren't supposed to, but it's called the Lamberton home, and it's just beautiful. These kids that lived there, they just trashed it. Not too bad, but enough. But there was like this room in the front was the parlor and the music room, and the ceiling had these frescoes, all like violins and musical instruments. Just gorgeous house. I would have died for their kitchen. And here I put the lyrics to the song Indian Summer by Poco. And then I kind of did some of our weekends together or trips we took. So here's one in the winter. Oh, here. We started out at my house. He was home for, I think, probably Christmas. That's my paper bag. I used to just bring my clothes down to, when I go down to visit him, it's a 2-hour drive. I would just put them in a paper bag. I didn't even have a little suitcase. I probably did, but it's like, throw it in a bag. So that was getting my paper bag ready to go. And then I think we just drove down to Lake Pepin, and there we are. I think we rented a car. Look at his hair. Look at my hair, Farrah Fawcett hair. My favorite coat too. Okay, so that's that. And then here we are. There's a, like I said, there's a lot of bluffs. in this area in southern Minnesota because the glaciers didn't move through that part of Minnesota. So it left all these, you know, huge formations or whatever. Anyways, so this is called Garvin Heights, and it overlooks Winona and the river, Mississippi River's right there. So that was just one. I think we probably went down there during the summer, obviously, because the school year we wouldn't be able to wear little shorts like that. And I see how dirty my nails are from inking. And then this is back home. This is at my friend's house. She was having a party when I loved this sweater. It was my very favorite sweater. I see them on the racks again. This knit like that. The cowl neck. And Scrubby with his long hair still. I worked with a guy when I went into publishing, and he always said Bill had the hair of 8 men, which is about true. Okay, this is a canoeing trip, a camping trip we took with a guy he worked with here in the cities. And that's Scrubby with his Jaws t-shirt that I gave him. I don't know if you can see it. There's that hair again. There's his friend Dean's car. And then, oh, this was funny. We had to portage with the canoe. And so, I don't know if you can see it. The photos back in the day weren't very focusable, the cameras. But we portaged for all this time. And then I was like, oh, guys, put it down. I want to get a picture. And you can see how mad Scrubby is. I can just hear him going, just let's go. So then I thought I had more pictures of that trip because it was funny. Let me see if I got them handy. Nope, I thought I did. Wait, what's that? Nope. Okay. Huh, I wonder what happened to those. Okay, so then this is a picture I took, or my mom took. She was making fun of me because I was going out to lay in the sun in the backyard. And I would go out there, I'd go and put clothes, you know, my bathing suit on and then clothes. And she'd say, why don't you just go out with your bathing suit on? I'm like, I don't know. So she took a picture and then I blew it up, poster size, and gave it to Scrubby for Christmas for his wall. That vain or what? Alright, so then here's another trip with, this was his roommate in college, Chris. And Chris's girlfriend, Tilly. Her name's Kathy, but we called her Tilly, and she and I would drive down every weekend to visit the guys. I love this picture. And there we are outside, getting cold, and then there's Scrubby. We call this the long and winding road because the road went for like ever. And it just, he had a, wait, that's a different trip. He's got a beard and a mustache, I think. Oh well. See, it's really hard with these pictures. I didn't put nothing on there. Oh, and then this is for Halloween. They had a Halloween party every year down there. So I made him and Chris and Tilly, I made them all Dracula capes. And then I didn't want a big old cape, so I made myself a little Catwoman costume. And it was so funny. We're at the party, and this guy came up to me and he just said, hey, cat lady, what's happening? And I don't know, I just found it so funny. I just laughed and laughed and laughed. Okay, so then here is another trip with my favorite jacket. I think this was Red Wing. Looks like the Red Wing train station. Look at how dirty. See how ugly snow gets? Mm-hmm. I think I bought him that coat for Christmas too, in fact. Or jacket. And then another poem called Autumn by Emily Dickinson. Oh, and I'm not even showing what I did. I forgot about that design part of it that you want to... Probably want to see that more than the pictures, so I'll just do that. I'll start over. Okay, so... I love these. Okay. And then I did these kind of button layers throughout because I think they look cute. Here's some flowers from the kit and Belly. I forgot I was totally gotten into the pictures, which is not probably what you want to see. Okay, here's another little button layer. And these are the paper bag albums. Some flower layers. Kind of basic. Where'd this go? Oh yeah. I kind of did like just basic, kind of old school decorating, huh? Okay, and then this, I will just say, this is down, that's his roommate again, Chris and Tilly. There's the girls, me and Tilly. There we all are. I don't know why, we rented a couple hotel rooms at this little Holiday Inn just down in Winona, where he went to school, or they went to school. I don't know why we did it. He'll remember. I can't remember. And then this is just kind of honoring Scrubby because he talked me into running in this beauty pageant. Look at how Flower Power. That's me. And I loved that dress. It was kind of Grecian. But that's me giving my hello, I'm so-and-so speech. I didn't win, but I did get Miss Congeniality, which is kind of funny. So, it's like, oh yeah, big deal. I'd rather win the whole thing, but I'm not competitive, so it doesn't matter. Here, this is the one that goes with that other one. This is my gremlin. You can't see it. It's me and Scrubby goofing around. And there's the guy's van. But that's my gremlin. I love my Periwinkle gremlin. It had Levi interiors with the little red tags and everything. Okay, so then... Okay, and then here's graduation day for Scrubby. Look at how cute. That's his niece. And then his nephew took the picture and cut our heads off. But so that is it. So, oh, and then here's the design part of it again. This was just, I had this open to put a photo in there, but then it fell off, so I had to glue the whole thing down. But otherwise, I think it's just a pretty design element. And then I just tied, I forgot. I put the pony bead trick in between each bag, so it really opens nice. Otherwise, it gets kind of tight. And then I just tied all the ribbons around the pony beads. So there you have it. I'm going to call this not just do it, but maybe just make it series. So all of you out there, you know, if you've bought some of these kits, and I know you're like me, I'm sure you have some that are sitting there not doing anything. So I'm going to do just a challenge, and let's make these kits up. They don't have to be mini albums. Don't overwhelm yourself and think, oh, I got to make a whole mini album. You could use the kit for cards, for tags, for 12 by 12 layouts, anything, home deck. Just use them. So here, I'll just quick show what I have left over. This is all I have, compared to what I started out with. But here's the few ribbons. I love this one, so I didn't use it. Hoarder. That's the few ribbons I have. Hoarder. I'm hoarding this too because I love them. I have just 2 chipboard tags. This is all the paper that's left. These little pieces. Don't ask me why I kept it. I didn't use those. I didn't use any of the acrylic. Only because I did this upstairs. Okay, there's some programs I have to watch when Scrubby's not home. And you know what I'm talking about. The Real Housewives of fill in the blank. So I have to catch up on those in the afternoons when I get all my chores done. And so that's what I did while I'm watching The Real Housewives. I was making this mini album, and it took about, I want to say 8 hours, and granted I work fast, but that's what I was getting at. I didn't have my whole craft supply of stuff which kind of pushes you to, you know, challenge yourself a little bit or keep things simple. So, and then this is all that I have left of the little trinkets. I can still add these here and there in here, but I just wanted to kind of show you that it can be done. It only took, you know, I started this last Monday and finished it on Friday. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it, and please join me in the challenge and make those kits. Talk to you later. Bye.